distinguished guests, entrepreneurs from all around the world, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome to the Innovation and Entrepreneurship Competition for Overseas Talents 2018 Hangzhou, the final of special session for foreigners. I'm so glad to see you all in my hometown, beautiful Hangzhou. 杭州欢迎你们。
Now today, this amazing competition is organized by the CPC Hangzhou Municipal Committee, Hangzhou Municipal Government, and undertaken by the Organization Department of the CPC Hangzhou Municipal Committee Talents Office, Hangzhou Municipal Human Resource and Social Security Bureau, Hangzhou Municipal Science and Technology Committee. Also, this competition is exclusively covered by Zhejiang Hong and the Economic Life Channel of Zhejiang Television Station.
Yes, thank you for supporting. First, please allow me to introduce leaders and special guests. They are Mr. Chen Jian, Deputy Director of the Organization Department of the CPC Hangzhou Municipal Committee and the Executive Deputy Director of Talent Office of the CPC Hangzhou Municipal Committee. Welcome. Mr. Ye Maodong, Director of Hangzhou Municipal Human Resources and Social Security Bureau. Welcome.
We are honored to have today here all esteemed leaders in attendance from the organization of the CPC Hangzhou Municipal Committee, the Talents Office, Hangzhou Municipal Human Resource and Social Security Bureau, Hangzhou Municipal Science and Technology Committee, and all leaders from district and counties as well. Also, many of you have traveled here from a long distance to be here and put in lots of hard work with your own project, and that serves to remind us how important this competition is and your work is. For 3 years, there have been 76 projects that have been launched in Hangzhou through this competition, and their registered funds have exceeded 620 million RMB. So we're also delighted to have all the representatives from the innovation parks, venture capital institutions, and enterprise also. We wholeheartedly welcome you all.
For the last 3 years, this competition was only limited to Chinese overseas students. However, from this year, whether you are a Chinese overseas student or a foreigner, Hangzhou welcomes you all. Since this competition registration opened in March, 240 innovation project teams have participated in the preliminary round. On August 6, just the day before yesterday, 3 teams, the Electronic Information Group, Health Group, and the Comprehensive Group, have their semi-finals, and the 9 finalists have emerged for today.
Okay, and up next, let's warmly welcome Mr. Chen Jian to give us a warm welcoming speech. He is the Deputy Director of the Organization Department of the CPC Hangzhou Municipal Committee and Executive Deputy Director of the Talent Office of the CPC Hangzhou Municipal Committee. Let's warmly welcome Mr. Chen Jian to the stage. Please welcome.
有请。
尊敬的各位来宾、女士们、先生们、朋友们，大家下午好。今天来自世界各地的精英们欢聚一堂，参加杭州海外高层次人才创新创业大赛。在此，我仅代表杭州市委组织部人才办、市人力社保局、市科委，向入围本届大赛决赛的9个项目，以及来杭参赛的所有团队和选手表示热烈的欢迎，向关心支持杭州人才工作的各位来宾、社会各界朋友表示衷心的感谢，向本届大赛做出辛勤努力的各位评委、全体工作人员表示诚挚的问候。近2年，杭州海外人才净流入率居全国第1位，并连续8年入选外界人才眼中最具吸引力的中国城市。作为杭州在全球范围聚才引才的重要平台，杭州市海外高层次人才创新创业大赛已成功举办3届，共征集到来自21个国家和地区的1500余个项目参赛。目前3届大赛共有70余个 参赛项目已正式在杭注册企业，注册资金逾6亿元。今年大赛首次设立外国人才创新创业的项目专场，我们就是要促成一批优秀的外国人创新创业的项目落地在杭州，不断地激发新的动能，进一步打响人才生态最优城市的品牌，全面提升杭州国际化的水平。弄潮儿像涛头立，手把红旗旗不失。进入今天总决赛的9个项目团队，是通过大赛的专场海选、复赛、层层选拔脱颖而出的佼佼者。希望大家在今天的赛场上充分展现自己的优势和风采，在杭州收获才智人生的第一桶金。最后，预祝本届大赛取得圆满成功，谢谢大家。
So let's welcome our judges to the panel. Let's welcome. They are.
Firstly, we have Mr. Ding Lieming, President of Beta Pharmaceutical Companies Limited, a National 1,000 People Plan specially invited expert.
Welcome.
Welcome. Next, we have Mr. Li Yifan, Vice President and CF, Zhejiang Geely Holding Group Company Limited.
欢迎
Welcome.
您 Mr. 何义洲 Co-founder of eMay Capital. Welcome.
Mr. Wu Zhen, CEO of Zhejiang United Investment Group. Welcome.
Let's welcome Mr. Vishal Singh, co-founder of the Global Hub Incubator in the United States. Welcome.
Next, we have Mr. Zhou Caijian, President of Hangzhou MStar Technologies Incorporated, a National 1,000 People Plan specially invited expert. Welcome.
Let's welcome Ms. Cristina Spadaro, co-founder of the Freeway Cheesist Industry Innovation Hub in Italy. Welcome.
Welcome. Mr. Liang Gang, President of Zhejiang Haibang Powerise Investment Management Company Limited. Welcome.
Mr. Sun Wei, President of Zhejiang Mobile Hydraulic Power Limited, the National 1,000 People Plan, a specially invited expert. Welcome.
Welcome. A warm welcome to all our judge panel.
Thank you for attending our competition and interacting with the contestant. The score from each judge is on integer 0 to 100. After removing the highest score and the lowest score, the average of the remaining judge score are taken and rounded to 1 decimal place. To be fair, the judges will give out their score for the first 3 teams together after overall evaluation of the first 3 teams. From the 4th team, the judge will show us their score to all of us once each team has finished their Q&A session. Now let's welcome the first contestant, Stefano Picconi. He's from Canada. Today, the project he brings is Canavi Medical. It's your showtime.
Thank you. Thank you for having me in Hangzhou. It's wonderful to be here. As mentioned, my name is Stefano Picconi. I'm the Director of Finance with Canavi Medical. We're a medical device company based in Toronto, Canada, and our focus is imaging for minimally invasive procedures. People think of heart procedures, they typically think of open heart surgery, which involves making a large incision to the chest and then operating on the heart. That's problematic for a number of reasons, not the least of which it's traumatic and causes issues for the patient. Due to various advances in technology, minimally invasive procedures have become more common. That involves making a small incision in the leg, the wrist, or the shoulder, inserting some wires, and advancing those to the heart. Minimally invasive procedures have any number of benefits. They can be simpler, faster, safer, and more cost-effective. However, whereas with an open heart surgery, you can actually see the heart when you're operating on it, you can't if you're just inserting a wire into somebody's heart. So there's a need for image guidance, and that's where we come in. Our focus is to be a world-leading provider of imaging for minimally invasive heart procedures. And generally, the products that we produce, our focus is to provide improved visualization at a lower cost. So if you look at the markets for our first 2 technologies, it's about $850 million. About a third is in the United States, a third in Japan, and a third the rest of the world. The Chinese market currently is very nascent. However, due to volume growth, modernization, the market could be very large within the next 5 to 10 years. There's been very few technological developments with these products in recent history. Most major medical device companies have been focused on developing new therapies, new stents, new pacemakers, new valves. So the products that we're coming to market with generally provide improved visualization at lower cost. And the reason we're able to do so is a big part of that is because of our ongoing research relationship with Sunnybrook Hospital, which has a world-class facility for doing research in image-guided therapeutics. So that has allowed us to build a very large patent portfolio and also has allowed us to develop an expertise in miniaturized high-frequency ultrasound and optics. Once again, it was wonderful being here. Thank you very much, and I welcome your questions.
So now it's to the judge, to the Q&A session with the first.
Stefano, thank you for a great presentation. My first question is, although you speak about lower costs, does the overall effect of your product and the imaging end cost to the patient, is it higher or is it the same?
So the way the reimbursement works is typically the insurer will pay the hospital a set amount for the procedure. So the hospital is actually the one buying and using the devices and paying for them. Our devices, generally, we can sell them at a lower cost than our competition. So we're actually able to offer a device that costs less. But because of some of the improved visualization, we can actually have the ability to lower the time for the procedure, reduce the time. So less time means less cost, also means more procedures and more revenue.
To compare with the competition, what's your advantages, your products?
Okay, so the first product I showed you, the Novasight Hybrid, is a 2-for-1. The competing technologies can offer ultrasound or optics, but they can't do both. And each one of those is valuable, but it's individually incomplete. It doesn't give you the full picture. By combining the two, we overcome the limitations of either standalone. The second product, which is the Foresight Ice, can image in 2D and 3D. It can do in 360 degrees, and it's also considerably less expensive to manufacture than the competing product because it involves fewer ultrasound elements.
Okay, and up next, let's welcome the second contestant, Stefan Zhu. Here he is.
3 billion images are uploaded online every single day. The way we communicate has changed from text to images. They're an information goldmine to spot trends and other consumer insights. And the current methods, such as focus groups and interviews, are too expensive and too incomplete, which causes brands to miss out opportunities. I'm Stefan Tan, co-founder of Dashmode, and we have built the AI image lending platform. So how it works is that our platform sources millions of images from all online sources, and we have our own proprietary technology that can identify locations, objects, analytics, brands, concepts, and text using our own computer vision technology. So what we do, what our platform does, it helps increase brand performance and marketing sales with 3 services. So the first service is called Visual Brand Intelligence, the second service is called the Visual Trend Analysis, and the third service is called Visual Location Intelligence. So we work for major brands such as Coca-Cola, Philips, Unilever, L'Oreal across Europe, US, and Asia. And to make it a little more tangible what we actually do, let me explain it with 2 client cases. So the first client case is Philips Beauty. So they want to know what's the latest fashion and hairstyle trends so they can make the right consumer electronics product for the beauty industry. So what our platform does, it analyzes millions of images and identifies the most relevant 150 trends for them, localized to different markets, for example, in the US and also the Middle East. And what this allowed them is to launch new innovations, 3 new innovations, and reduce their costs by over 80%. So the second client case is Coca-Cola. So they want to know more about the distribution channels, how and where consumers are drinking Coca-Cola. So what our platform does, it analyzes over 50,000 outlets, such as restaurants and bars, and understood where consumers are drinking Coca-Cola and segmented on different characteristics. What this allowed them, Coca-Cola, is to increase their distribution strategy and also run more campaigns which increase their outlet turnover. So what our clients have told us is that our product increases the ROI by 20%, is on average 5 times faster than traditional research, and reduces the cost by 80%. So With our platform, you have access to the largest global. What is unique from our technology is our automated data sourcing. So we get automated data in our platform. Then we have our own technology that can analyze these images and text. We have our self-serving platform where you can log in, and also integration with marketing ecosystems like HubSpot or Eloqua. So we are a profitable as a business. We focus currently on the food and beverage and the cosmetic and skincare industry. And what we see is we have a strong negative churn, which means we can grow within current accounts, sell to different departments and business units with current clients as well. So our headquarters is in Amsterdam at this moment. We're with 25 people. We also have our tech development team in Austria, Vienna. We have an office in New York, and now we have decided to move to Hangzhou. Thank you.
And my question is, where is your data come from? And how do you get your data? Do you get it for free or for a price?
Yeah, so we have 3 methods to get data. So the first method is that we have our own bots that we just crawl the internet. So that means if the platform is open and the legal environment allows it, we just grab the data online. The second way is that we have our data partners. We have data partners in China, but also in Europe, where we just buy the data from. And thirdly is that sometimes the company gives us the data. So if we work with a big company and they have a large database of images, they give it to us, and then we can use it as well. So we have 3 methods, and that also makes us less dependent on each of the data sources if the legal environment changes as well.
Let's welcome the third contestant, Hong Sok-yi. 안녕하세요. It's your show time.
My name is Hon Yi with Tyrus 3D. I'm the co-founder of the company. Tyrus 3D is developing smart metal 3D printer in Silicon Valley. So we provide digitally designed metal solution for an emerging world. And currently, the metal 3D printing came out to the world about 20 years ago, but it still has dominated by the European machine, and also it still have a lot of problem out there. So it lacks connectivity, highly expensive, and inconsistent in quality, and difficult to use. Tyrus 3D provides highly intelligent, robust, and easy-to-use machine and affordable price. We are efficient, powerful, and undeniable for advanced manufacturing. So we are developing smart metal 3D printer with machine learning for quality and performance, AR for the maintenance safety, blockchain for security and validation, closed loop for the repeatability and connectivity with the AI. So our machine is Industry 4.0 ready. We do have a key technology in here, how we differentiate it from our competitors. All those, the technology already patent pending in the state. So we are making, this one is the second generation machine. So we are using Inconel stainless steel, aluminum, and titanium, and we are also developing other material with other institutes right now. So we are also building up the other, the bigger machine and smaller machine for the digital dental area. So currently, the total global production, the market is 11 trillion, and the machine tool market, including CNC and milling machine, is about 181 billion. So if we take 2% of the global manufacturing industry for the 3D printer, so the market size will be, higher than the current machine tool market. So metal 3D printer is a huge and growing market right now. So we are building up the metal 3D printer. Sometimes we are making the part for the customer, so we share our processing knowledge and parameter to the customer. Also, we co-develop with the UCLA and the Mitsui Metal for the copper and super alloy right now. So later on, so we will do the fabrication of service. I call it the FAS. So we will lease our machine to the customer. Also, we provide the material and our technology all together. And we do have a lot of activity. We built up the first machine prototype last year. We validated in our lab for 6 months. And then now, we built up the second machine for the beta customer right now. So we have some the letter of intent and MOU, and then we also PO for the making the part for the customer right now. So our vision is the Tyrus 3D brings smart additive manufacturing within the world. We are the ultimate smart machine for future manufacturing. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Now he is the judge, the Q&A session.
What's the recurring revenue model for the company?
So right now, I mean, we try to sell the machine as many as possible because for our later, I mean, the strategy, we build up the verification and the service, right? But we have to deliver the machine first. So the machine in itself, right, we can take about 40%. And then making the part is about the 50 or 60%. And then selling the powder, I mean, material is 80%.
So you're certainly selling into a very interesting market, very wide applicable. However, it's so widespread, I think you have to find an entry point. So what is your entry point?
Entry point right now, currently I met the over 100 machine shop in Silicon Valley. Because in Silicon Valley right now, a lot of the hardware customer like Apple or the Tesla, they ask like the machine shop or some other prototype, like the manufacturing, be ready for the advanced manufacturing. So when I have the interview with those machine shops, so they are very, the adopt those new, the technology, like advanced manufacturing. So we try to build up the some kind of very easy to machine to the customer with affordable price. That's the first target for the machine shop in California.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Lee. Time's up. Thank you.
Thank you.
You can have a break and waiting for your score. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Now the first three teams have already presented their brilliant projects. So now is the scoring session. We will score for third team, right?
We will score for the first three teams. Now, don't present the scores all at once. One by one, we will in order of presentation.
Yeah,
to the
now
judges.
judge.
Just a friendly reminder.
Yeah, please, would you be so kind as your score for the first team, okay?
Oh my, these are all very high.
Yeah, the highest score is 96. Removing.
What is the lowest score? 82.
So the final score is 90.1. Congratulations.
Congratulations, that's a very good score. Co-Navi Medical.
So it's turn to the second team.
The second team. Here we go. Oh, what is this last one? Oh, yeah. Okay. And what is the highest score? 93. And the lowest score? 82. And what that? Oh, 86.1. Still a very good effort.
Yeah,
That's
congratulations.
Congratulations.
Now it's turn to the third team. Hong Sok-hee, 3D printer. Yeah, the highest score is 90.
90. And the lowest score?
80. So the final score, 85.4.
Smart metal 3D printer. Very good. Congratulations. Okay, let's welcome the fourth contestant, Eric Steven Lemberg. He is from the United States, and the project he presents is electricity from air.
Welcome,
Round of
Mr.
applause.
Shakai.
Welcome.
Thank you. Well, I'm really feeling special to be here, and I thank you so much for inviting us to Hangzhou. I come from the land of dreams, just like Hong before me, Silicon Valley. Just as a brief introduction, I left my previous career. I was Senior Vice President of Corporate Services for UBS globally on Sand Hill Road, Menlo Park. What we have is an invention that should shake the world. Energy, of course, is a huge problem. And the biggest waste in the world is low temperature waste heat, as well as the untapped power from atmospheric temperature change at ground level, never before used for power. And after decades of study into nitinol, which is shape memory titanium, we have cracked the code. And I am a partner, owner, and vice president at Kellogg's Research Laboratories based in Hudson, New Hampshire, with our business offices in Silicon Valley where I work. Here's just a few of the sources of the energy industry itself and its waste heat, and this is really quite endless. There are amazing sources of flowing low-temperature waste heat, and when I say low temperature, I mean between 0 and 600 degrees centigrade. Now we shift gears to what have we done. We are an established business in New Hampshire, and we have been for many years.
We are experts in optimization and customization of shape memory titanium called nitinol. This alloy has many special properties. What we have done is program this metal to any 3-degree temperature variance possible. So we have 100,000 part numbers. We're cash flow positive from inception. We make a good business. We have great PhDs and a fine resource pool. What we've done now to generate energy for the future in the most renewable green method possible with no burn and no waste, with units that will run for 20 years, self-contained and closed loop. We have programmed rods of this material that are 2 meters long so that they grow longer and shorter simply by having low temperature waste heat, water, running over them with 2 different temperatures every 5 seconds. So we'll run 20 degrees centigrade water over the rods and then 90 degrees centigrade as an example. And that will cause this lengthening and shortening like a piston. That in turn pressurizes pure vegetable oil. In this case, we're using rapeseed oil after a lot of testing. Very pure vegetable oil. It gets pressurized in an actuator, and that then is stored in a reservoir in our units. We've had 8 working prototypes, so they've all worked. They've all gotten better as we've developed over the last 2.5 years. For us, this is a side project we call T3 Energy and electricity from air. That stored pressurized oil is then used to turn a hydraulic generator of our own design. Wow, that was fast.
So anyway, let's move on to the experts Q&A.
I'm very interested on your this kind of materials. How many circles it can run for tens
We're looking at tens of millions of cycles, and honestly, the challenge here is that nitinol has been studied by Lawrence Livermore Labs, and we have a group at MIT. No one's lived long enough to determine actually how long they'll last. There are experiments that have been running for 50 years with the same pieces of nitinol to generate energy on a very low level that are still going. So it is a challenge. We used to say 100 years of constant movement, but we just don't know yet until we complete probably another $6 million worth of analysis related to microfracturing and some of the other details.
Yep. So at this stage, you have to do the scoring for Mr. Limburg's project. From now on, we do the scoring right after. Okay, now what is the highest score? 95, very good. And what is the lowest score? 82. And what is the final score? 85.3. Oh, electricity from air, 85.3. Congratulations, very good project. Okay, now if everyone could draw their attention to the screen for the next project.
I don't think there we go, thank you. 下午好. My name is John Brewer. I am the CEO and co-founder of Amorphix. We are honored by the attention Amorphix has been given by the Hangzhou community. Amorphix was founded in 2012 to advance the thin film electronics to a new level of performance while reducing cost. And in that process, we've created a new family of electronic devices. We have reinvented the transistor to be able to bring to primarily the display industry, to bring a new generation of high performance to the display industry. From the vintage house that we use as an office in Corvallis, Oregon, which is located between the beautiful Pacific Ocean and the volcanoes of the Cascade Mountains, we've created a young team of engineers and chemists who are mentored by experienced Intel technologists. We borrowed the Intel plan for discovery, which is called Plan Creativity. My board of directors has 5 Emmy Awards for TV image technology, including creating HD TV, and they've done over $75 billion of international business development and licensing in the semiconductor industry. There are 3 words that are important about the benefits of the Amorphix technology: fast, flexible, simple. Fast, we are faster than any semiconductor transistor that can be produced. In a display, that means we can refresh the image many more times per second, which gives very high quality image for the gaming, especially, and for the sporting applications. Flexible, Our amorphous metal materials do not have crystal structure, so they are easily bendable. And simple means that it is the physical structure of our devices is so simple they need no alignment. So they are very, very friendly to high-volume, low-cost manufacturing technologies. Finally, what is our plan for Hangzhou? Very simple. Hangzhou is centrally located to all the major TV display manufacturing factories in China. So step one is, of course, we will build the technology center here, including the medium-sized fabrication line, to be able to provide customer support to all of our customers. Second key point for us is we will continue our operating model that we use in Corvallis. We will partner with the local university, enable them to do the research, while also creating high-quality talent for us to hire. 谢谢你们.
Okay, simple for a change. Here is the amorphics. Now turn to our judge. What's your questions?
So what's your business relationship with the BOE?
So we just finished what we call the collaboration agreement. That's how we built that display you saw early in the movie.
So you provide the technology, they pay you for what?
Correct. So we did a cost sharing on the production of those prototypes. So what we did was we jointly designed the backplane.
Okay.
We fabricated part of the backplane in the US, shipped to Beijing, patterned the amorphous metal, shipped back to the US, back to China, built the LCD.
So I think it's time to scoring. Judge, what's your decisions? Wow, the high score is 96. The lowest score is 82. So the final score is 88.4. Congratulations, John.
Okay, let's welcome Saverio Murgia to present his project, Horus. Round of applause, thank you.
So, hello everyone, and thanks for inviting us here. We are very honored. My name is Saverio Murgia. I'm the CEO and co-founder of IRA. IRA is a high-tech company based in Switzerland with offices for R&D in Italy. That was founded 4 years ago by Luca and I, with a focus on AI and computer vision. Our first product is called Horus, and it is a wearable camera designed especially for blind and visually impaired people. It is a camera that can be worn on the user head, also for those that are using glasses, it works. And it can read text, recognize faces and objects, and it can learn on the go from the user sections. We designed it to be really, really flexible. In the future, in fact, we will introduce new features such as obstacle detections that can be run thanks to our 3D camera, integration with smart cities technology such as beacons, and remote assistance. It doesn't need internet to work for all the features that we have implemented so far. In fact, everything is done in this powerful computer that stays in the pocket. Battery life is about 12 hours. Which is essential for blind people that rely on this kind of technology to be more independent. We have designed it to be really flexible and with a high number of features because visual disability is a really diverse disease. In fact, there are a number of diseases that cause different inabilities to see. For example, there are people that are fully blind that cannot see anything, but there are others that can still see everything, but it's really blurred. Of course, each one of them has different needs, and but because the market is really big, if you are targeting the full spectrum of visual disability, we wanted to design something that can cater to all their needs, and it can also evolve with a number of degenerative diseases that can lower your sight even more while you're growing. The product is currently being assembled for the first final batch, and will be distributed in Italy in the next few months. And right after that, because the way we design a product, we will also be able to target the United States market and leverage the connections from our investors that are based in New York. After that, we will target the rest of the European countries, which use our same alphabet, because the product has already been translated in many different languages. The price of the product is 2,000 euros. It is partially covered by health insurance, more or less, throughout the world. And it has been designed to be affordable for people that have disability and live on a pension, maybe, not to scare away health insurances that wouldn't want to cover this kind of product, but also to allow us to be profitable by trying to keep our bill of material as low as possible, of course. To do so, we had to raise about $2 million US dollars from American investors while still being based in Europe.
Okay. Sorry, we have to cut you short there, Severio, but thank you very much for the really great presentation and a really great product. I'm really keen to see what the expert judges what questions they have to ask you. Let's go to them.
How you find those blindness people? So that's, as a business, it's very important to find your customer, where it is, and how you introduce your products to them.
Yeah, so our marketing communication strategy has two main channels, two main personas that we want to target. So one is the family, because once someone gets blind, the person that, like at 50 years old, what happens is that their child, their nephews, they look on the internet what they can do to help their parent, to help them. So that is one way we target them. Another way is for people that are already blind. There are a lot of associations, no-profits, and organizations that we partnered with. They are no-profits, so and the main mission is to actually manage to convince companies to go there and let their associates try the product. So that's how we did for the 45 first units. We went to those associations. They gathered a lot of people that tried it, and they work as a gateway also to distribute information from us to their subscribers.
Please come to my side, and the judges will tally your score, and we will see how it went. Okay, now what is the highest number? 95. And the lowest number? 85. Now what is the final score from this? 91.1. Wow, congratulations.
Now let's welcome Irvin Norman Weinberg. Welcome.
Hello. Hello. So what we have is a novel image-guided, non-invasive brain therapy using magnetic particles. And this is a disruptive technology. It provides real-time imaging guidance. That went too fast. And it's designed to replace traditional surgery as well as many radiation therapy procedures. Why are we here? Because we believe this is rational therapy for China. This is a product that will perform better than proton therapy, but will be able to be placed in every city over 1 million inhabitants in China. It's flexible, as I'll point out to you, the capabilities. It's low cost, it's low profile. This is the therapeutic modality of the future. So what is the system definition? Well, the movie's not exactly working very well, but there's a particle that's drilling over here. So we have two components to the system. The first is a particle, and typically it's about 6 million particles, which we inject as a single unit dose. And the second is the imaging system, which is not only an imaging system, but also uses magnetic fields to manipulate the particles and actuate the particles. So the particle design is shown in that top picture. If I can, well, that doesn't work, but there are multiple components. The gray component is iron, and that is used to push and pull the particle. The small gray component is iron that we can use to twist the particle. The white part is the plastic, which can hold the drugs or genes or other targets. And what that picture is supposed to show is that we can drill through tissue at about a millimeter a minute. And so we're able to get the particles in and to move them to the places that we want to. The particles will be absorbed from the nose into the brain. You may say, oh, well, that sounds invasive. In fact, industrial cities, we have magnetic particles in our brains just because of traffic dust. Thank you very much.
So if I right understood, the machine does not need consumables like liquids or something to contrast the image. Is just a matter of electricity that you use for this technology.
Well, so there's two aspects of it. A typical MRI requires liquid helium, and so we don't require that. In terms of whether you need to inject the patient or not, that depends on what kind of tumor you're dealing with. But often there are pulse sequences where you don't require contrast. So it would kind of depend on the patient in terms of whether you would inject contrast or not.
Now it's your scoring time. Judge, make your decision. Thank you. The highest score is 94. The lowest score is 84. The final score is 89.4. Congratulations. Thank you.
Okay, let's welcome Rachel Wang, Wang Ruiqi.
Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to share with you about the Optron. At the Optron, we provide smart 3D vision for Industry 4.0. Manufacturing is the lifeblood of the Chinese economy, and QC is extremely crucial in manufacturing. More than 1 billion products are being QC'd every single day. Take the Samsung Note 7 fiasco, for instance. Just 20 reports is enough to result in 200,000 recalls and billions of dollars of losses. QC today is broken. It takes up too much time and provides too little information. At its heart, we see it as a technological problem. The most common method of QC is a single-dimension point measurement system. The quality of this cover glass is being measured point by point across a single line. This method is extremely slow and inefficient, and Samsung Electronics actually uses this method to QC its components. To solve this problem, we need to make QC automatic, rapid, and accurate. And so, we have developed our technology to address manufacturing QC, and we call it SDP, which stands for Smart Depth Profilometry. Compared to our competitors, our technology has numerous advantages. We are able to do 3D measurements in seconds with no limits on sample type. And in fact, because we are so fast, we are able to do complete QC on every single product without the need for random sampling. And to show you how lucrative and important this market is, our competitors have already amassed billions of dollars in sales revenue with their inferior technology. The market is ripe for disruption. Our technology platform is built upon 15 years of research in optics, optronics, and computation, and we have over 400 publications on this topic. Ultimately, with our versatile technology platform and our young and adaptable team, we hope to bring the power of smart 3D vision to everyone. Thank you very much. 谢谢大家。
Thank you very much, Rachel. A very enthusiastic and powerful presentation. Thank you. Now it's on to Q&A from our expert judges. Do you have a presentation?
And I would like to take the opportunity to invite my CTO and also my teammate on board, Huang Chongtian.
Okay, we'll have a...
Hi everyone, I'm Huang Chongtian, CTO of the Optron.
What's the difference between your product and Smart Ray or LMI?
Sorry,
have you ever heard of Smart Ray?
Smart Ray.
LMI.
Yeah, I heard MMI.
Is from Canada.
Yeah.
Canada.
Yeah, okay.
It's a Canadian company.
Yeah, yes, right.
They are doing the same thing as you are doing right now.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
Okay, yeah. From my point of view, I know the LMI have several products. They have point measurement, the line scaling, and also they have something they say grating. Yeah, the grating part is some technology in grating part is similar as our product, but the others, the point laser scaling with the laser, the accuracy and the resolution is not very high, and the speed is very low. And also, there are prone to the inaccuracies from vibrations because they lead to scan. And if the assembly line vibration, then definitely the results is not accurate. And for our product, we're using the grating structure light, but we combine with the stereo vision, which means our product resolution is very high, and the field of view is also very large.
Stand by me, and we'll let the judges tally up the scores and see how you went. I wish you the best of luck. Very good. We're waiting for one more. Okay, great. Now, what is the highest score? 92 from Vijay Singh. And what is the lowest score? 85. Okay, and what is their final score? 88.1. Very well done. Congratulations. Thank you too.
Thank you.
And thank you.
Now let's welcome Nahid Kurji from Canada. Welcome.
Hello, Ni hao. My name is Nahid Kurji. I'm the president and CEO of Cyclica. As you just heard, I'm the last contestant today. I feel honored to be here in Hangzhou and privileged to follow some of these fantastic companies that you've heard. Cyclica is solving a significant problem in healthcare. We are transforming pharma R&D through cloud-based and AI technologies. Now, a bit about the company. We're Toronto, Canada-based. We have 21 people, 8 PhDs, 7 Masters of Science, 3 MBAs, and I'm proud to say that one of my fantastic colleagues, Zhao Fei, is in the audience today, and I know her grandparents in Beijing are watching, so I want to say to her grandparents, feel privileged that you have such a fantastic granddaughter, and it's great to have her on my team. So our winning aspiration is to drive drug discovery by importantly empowering the expert scientists in pharma with an integrated network of technologies such that they can design, screen, and personalize medicines. And just to provide a little bit of context, drugs, genes, so our genetics, and health is what we're really focused on. So over the past 5 years, we've built the first and only technology that can uncover all the biological targets that interact with a small molecule drug. We've leveraged artificial intelligence and systems biology to link that information downstream to human health. Now, an important consideration is that drugs interact differently between different people because of our genetics. And so mapping on genetic information into this overall sequence is important in designing drugs for individual patients or populations. So by uncovering all this information and providing a robust understanding of drug discovery, we can own the inside of this triangle. And with our passions in drug discovery, we took that into designing drugs, and we now have a newly launched technology called DDD, which we're collaborating with pharma companies to design drugs. So this gets to our vision: design, screen, and personalize drug discovery.
Thank you very much, Nahid. Sorry to end you there. Great presentation.
Thank you.
And right now, let's get on to Q&A.
I have a question. Which is the size of the company you want to set up in Hangzhou, just to start?
So over the past 2 years, I've come to China 8 times: Beijing, Shanghai, Shenzhen, and now Hangzhou. And we're evaluating the landscape to understand the pharmaceutical industry in China, because in the 13th five-year plan, the Chinese government is investing heavily in personalized medicine, or the Personalized Medicine Initiative. So Hangzhou, in fact, this is my first trip to Hangzhou. Hangzhou, it's a beautiful city, the dynamic innovation here. And when we visited one of the big hubs, we saw that there is an emphasis on the biolab. And so we've been talking to a number of prospective investors to think about how to bring our technology here through a distribution or a joint venture, and then eventually to support our innovation by building out an R&D team.
I think everyone looking forward the last score, so now it's the judge. Okay.
I think we're all up there now. We're good.
Yeah. The highest score is 94. The lowest score is 88. So the final score is 90.1.
Oh, congratulations.
Well done.
Very well done. Thank you.
Thank you. So after this intensive competition, 9 teams from all around the world have presented their project to us. Now we've got the results. Please allow me to announce the awards. First, here is the list of the third prize winners. There are 5 teams. Let's have a look.
Okay, third prize, we have Amorphix.
Welcome, John.
And we have Smart Depth Propellometry.
Congratulations.
Dash Mode. Smart Metal 3D Printer. And Electricity from Air. Congratulations to all of you. You've done a splendid job.
接下来，让我们有请颁奖嘉宾，杭州市人力资源和社会保障局副局长黄菊火。
Let's invite to the stage Miss Huang Juhuo, Deputy Director of Hangzhou Municipal Human Resources and Social Security Bureau. Welcome to present the awards for third prize.
同时有请杭州市科学技术委员会巡视员宋新建。
We'd also like to call to the stage Mr. Song Xinjian, the Inspector of Hangzhou Municipal Science and Technology Committee, to also come to present the awards for third prize.
Let's welcome.
Congratulations to all third prize winners. They will receive a launching fund of 2 million RMB. Each project will also receive a bonus prize of 50,000 RMB. Well done, everybody.
Let's take a picture.
Please remain on the stage to take a picture.
好，谢谢我们的颁奖嘉宾，请就座。
Now, thank you. Well done. Now, let's welcome the winners of the second prize. And we should look to the screen, they will be coming up. We have Konabi Medical.
Wow.
Welcome. And we have Cyclica. And Neuroparticle. Thank you. Please make your way to the stage.
接下来，让我们有请二等奖的颁奖嘉宾，杭州市委组织部副部长、人力常务副主任陈健，有请。
Let's invite to the stage Mr. Cheng Jian, Deputy Director of the Organization Department of the CPC, Hangzhou Municipal Committee and Executive, Deputy Director of Talent Office of the CPC Hangzhou Municipal Committee. Please welcome to the stage Mr. Cheng Jian.
同时，让我们有请杭州市人力资源和社会保障局局长叶茂东。
We'd also like to welcome Mr. Ye Maodong, Director of Hangzhou Municipal Human Resources and Social Security Bureau, to also come to the stage to present the awards for second prize.
有请两位。Let's take a picture. 让我们一起合影留念。
Okay, thank you very much. Well done. Excellent efforts. Thank you very much.
谢谢，请就坐。Now, here come the most exciting part of today's event. Let's welcome the winner. Have a look. Wow, the winner is Oris.
Oris, wow, congratulations.
让我们掌声有请颁奖嘉宾，中共杭州市委副书记、组织部长张仲灿，有请。
If we can welcome Mr. Zhang Zhongcan, Deputy Secretary of the CPC Hangzhou Municipal Committee and Head of the Organization Department of the CPC Hangzhou Municipal Committee, to the stage to present the award. Thank you.
来一起合影留念。They will receive a 500 million RMB landing fund and a bonus 20,000 RMB。恭喜，谢谢我们的领导。
Thank you very much.
好，请留步。Before ending this competition, and now the huge prize, and I think it's like a long journey, right? What's different feeling?
So I didn't really know much about Hangzhou, and when I started to do some research and I asked a friend of mine who lives in Shenzhen, he mentioned the tale of the white snake and that it's a really nice touristic place. But I had no idea. I didn't even know that Alibaba has its headquarters in Hangzhou. So now I discovered a whole new part of Hangzhou that I want to discover even more in the next few months and years.
我们还有一个问题想问张书记，但是我想把这个问题留给我们的外国朋友 Tim。
哦，好。张书记，我有一个问题，可以问你吗？
终于可以说他流畅的中文了。
那以往几届我们的大赛都是面向海外留学生，那这次特意增设了外国人专场，对杭州有什么意义？
我们认为举办这个外国人才的这个创意创新大赛的专场，至少有这么几方面的意义：一，这是响应总书记的号召，一个具体的行动。总书记指出，要取天下英才而用之。这个天下不仅仅是我们国内各个省、各个地区，当然包括全世界各国的人才。这是我们觉得一个意义。第二个意义呢，今年是我们国家对外开放改革的40周年，中央全面安排部署了坚定不移推进改革开放的各项举措。那么我们举办外国人人才的创新创意大赛，也是一个具体的落实的一个措施。第三个意义呢，我们杭州呢正在推进城市国际化的进程。那么城市国际化有很多指标，但是我们认为很重要一个指标，你这个城市国际性的组织有没有？国际的企业，外国人创办的企业多不多？包括外国友人、外国人才数量、规模怎么样？这些都是国际化的城市的一个重要的指标。所以我们相信，我们以后几年还要举办外国人的这个专场。相信在大家的共同努力下，我们这个专场的比赛一定会一届比一届更加精彩。
谢
谢张书记，我相信杭州会越来越国际化，而且也会吸引更多的全球的人才来到杭州。
All right，
谢谢。
好，请两位到我们的台中。
And if we could invite all the other contestants to the stage, so we have a ceremony and some pictures. So if you'd like to make your way to the stage, please come to the stage.
Now let's count 3, 2, 1.
So everyone place their hand on this.
Put your one hand.
And in a second we will all count to, we'll make a countdown and something magical will happen.
3,
2, 1.
Here we go.
Go.
I think there are more stars in Hangzhou. Thank you for the star of Hangzhou. Thank you.
Star of Hangzhou. Thank you, everyone.
Let's take a picture.
Please remain on the stage. We'll take a few pictures, and you've all done very well today. I enjoyed all your presentations, and so did she. and the audience, of course.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.